How are you all?
I am fine.
Well, that's a fantastic day once again here. We want to tell all public that why we are here, why we are sitting in this class. Actually, today we are going to discuss about a private school and government school. We are going to debate on that. Many people prefer the private school better than government school. Many people prefer that government schools are better than, but there's just different systems, different, we can say that there's just environment and discipline different. Today we will talk about that all things. Okay, so we want to, also this video will be uploaded on Facebook, YouTube channel, and everywhere, wherever we have the platforms. Okay, so everybody will talk, and everybody will talk on private school and government school, how the private school and government schools are better, because we want to inform the parents, and we want to tell all Russian public and all viewers that we can speak much better, and all of my students can speak much better. Ms. Josefa, what would you like to talk about? Would you like to talk about a private school or government school?
Private school.
Please share some idea that how private schools are much better.
Private school is more better than government school. Private school have more facilities. Private schools have big buildings. Private school teachers work hard. Teachers come in the class and teach the lecture and explain the lecture. And in the government schools, teachers come in the class and sit in the chair and see the mobile.
Okay, that you have discussed that the private school have everything is a perfect, right? But also, if we talk about the government school, I'm a student at government school. Okay, I got a degree from the government school till MA, till master. Okay, but if we talk about the staff, faculty, there's a great faculty in the government high school. I think about, in my opinion, there's not a fault of teachers. There's a fault and problem of a student because they don't create a discipline. If you talk about, if suppose 80 or 100 plus students sitting in the class, how can teacher handle those all students? Because there are many different types of categories. There are some belong to great family, belong to educated family. There are many students that belong to uneducated family. They come from side area. So how the only single teacher, one teacher can control to all students? I think, yes, you tell me.
Yes, teachers control the students.
Okay, you're saying that the private schools are much better. Okay, I know that private schools are much better because in the private school there is a great system. There is a much great system because there is a limited students. Okay, there are, if we talk about the faculty and staff, if there are the 50 students or 40 students in the class, if we talk about the teacher, there are 2 or 3 teachers in that one class only. So obviously the private school can enhance the great results. That's superb. Yes, person, please. What would you like to talk about?
To you, government schools teachers come in the class and they don't write on the board, and they don't tell to students something. If I talk about the government schools teachers come in the class and very carefully they teach the lecture to students. So
yeah, that's nice. Okay, Mr. Khasinavas, what would you like to talk about?
Yes. I'm also like the private school, because private school environment is very peacefully, and private school education system is very hard and much discipline in private school. Government school no any kinds of discipline. Children and boys are out of the gates, and just no discipline in government.
Okay, in the government school, I'm going to repeat that thing. Mr. Josefa narrated fantastic points regarding a private school. I think about there is not a teacher is a teacher. I think because once you become a teacher, it means that he is a knowledge. Allah Almighty has given him such a kind of knowledge. Therefore, he has become a teacher. Because teaching is not a patient. Teaching is a prophet patient. Because it's Allah Pak decisions.
Private school teacher, they explain, first they explain how to do this. Then they write, and if I talk about student, private school student, they go to school they go to school, they first complete their diary and complete their HW and HW. Then they focus on the lesson, focus on the reading, how to read. And if I talk about government school students, they come back home, they're home, and they go outside, they go, their friend, they don't take a permission from their parents, from his parents. And they have no manners to how to respect the teacher, how to respect the parents.
Okay. Whatever you mentioned, that was fantastic. If I answer explanation, whatever you have narrated here, that's right. I think about it's not a problem of the government school. It's a problem of the we can say that government system, like our ministers, because teachers, our principals, our headmasters, they are are recasting to everyone. Even they haven't given a lot of applications to them that we have a need of these things, but they are not listening because they are not providing. If we talk about the government, Rustam Boys High School, if we talk, as you mentioned, that the boarding school, there was 2 weeks ago, they did attack on that. We know, but we have a need. But it's not, I think about the government school part, it's a problem of the government. Because our government sector is not giving us all kind of freedom, and they are not giving us the all kind of that needed, that means we have much need.
Yeah, just they send the application for 1 or 2 times. Their rights, their money, they don't give pensions. Then they do the
Work
hard. They go to roads, they block the roads. If they now want to security, they go road. Why they don't go road? If it means they don't interest in the security.
Obviously, they have interest. No, I think about 2 or 3 months ago, they went to the CM's house. Okay, they had a strike after their government, their army, their police came and attacked on the teachers. So there are a lot of things, as you mentioned. Well, you tried well. You had a great idea, whatever you have shared. That's fantastic. Okay, Mr. Person, please take it.
Yes.
What would you like to talk?
Government school is better than private school.
Okay, very nice.
And government school give us the free books, copies, and everything. And government school is clean and beautiful.
Okay. If you're saying that, then why the many private schools are being filled with students? Even you can go, you can look around the Pakistan country. You can look around the world level. There are we can say that countless numbers of private schools that they are taking high charges. If we talk about the government school, they are taking nothing. In spite of that, the students are not ready to go. They are not ready to get education in the government schools.
The private school is high fees.
Okay. In spite of as I mentioned that, in spite of that, the people want to go. People want to go into the private schools, not in the government
The
school.
poor people are go government school who not take the money on private
Achha,
school.
you mean that the only government schools have been launched because of poor, just for the poor, no?
Yes.
Okay, well try. Yes, Mr. Arslan, please share some ideas. What would you like to talk?
Sir, my topic is private school. First of all, private school are much better than government school because private teachers are work hard. Private school in available everything. Private school in available libraries. Private school in available and all things.
Lot of things. It means
Yes,
that the private schools are much better than in your
Yes, sir.
opinion. Well, Mr. Asnin, what would you like to talk, please? What would you like to talk?
Sir,
Private or government?
of course, I choose my favorite topic, private school.
Private
because
school.
I study in the age of era, I study in the private school.
Private school. Okay, tell how the private schools are much better.
Sir, private school, first of all, private teachers and private school principal assembly every day. And
Okay.
after he checking bags, shoes, socks, nails, hairs.
Everything.
After he go the classes. After I go, every student goes the class.
Also, there's a system in the government schools as well. In the
No, sir.
assembly, there's a great recitation. I think there are the great tableaus with a huge crowd.
No, sir, because government teachers is not working hard. Only government teachers going test of the government teachers and pay the fees, 10 lakhs. After he give the government jobs.
Actually, teachers, if you talk about the government, teachers are working, but there's a problem. There's issue of the student. Okay, students are being irregular day by day. If there is a 100 or 150 enrollment, the students present only I think about 30, 40 or
30 or
50,
40.
like that. How the teachers can teach? How the teachers can give the great result?
Teachers give great result. Teachers do friendly. Teach the student.
If someone does not work hard, if someone does not complete the assignment, the obviously teachers cannot be friend. Teachers cannot act like friendly.
Teachers do the help with the boys student and do the assignment.
Well. Okay, Mr. Sami, what would you like to talk?
Is private school.
Okay, private schools. Okay, yeah, describe how the private schools are better.
Private school is more better than government school. Private school is very clean. Private school is very best education. Private school is very. Our private school teachers is very hard work. Our private school is very. Our private school teachers enter the class, discuss education and deliver students.
It means that's fantastic. It means that whatever in the private school, the main they give the they work on the discipline, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, Mr. Farooq, what would you like to talk about?
Sir, in my opinion, government schools are much better than private school. If I talk about the many persons are the poor, but they are not affording the fees of in the private schools. And if I talk about also education is available in the government school, but this is our mistake that we are not studying in the government schools. Also, teachers have passed the test. They are the teachers. A teacher is a teacher. If I talk about this our mistake, if we will study that many persons they have studied from government school, they are the officer now. So this is our mistake. Just if we will be sincere with education, then also we can do everything.
Okay, that's fantastic. It means that you mean that the teachers even know in kind of a path, the student have to understand, student have to maintain themselves. Okay, Mr. Sufyan, what would you like to talk about your topic?
My topic is government school is better than private school because government
Okay.
school have a lot of facility. Government school have a 32 teachers and 30 classrooms. And government school have a science lab, computer lab, and big playgrounds available in our schools. But private school have no any kinds of facility. Private schools. Building is small and no any kinds of big playground, no science lab, not computer lab.
Okay. You're talking about these are the common things, now. I'm talking about you're talking about the private school, right?
Government
schools are better than. But if as the person has mentioned that in the government school the teachers want to teach very well, but students do not control themselves. The students do not maintain the discipline, maintain themselves. Means they use some different or typical words each other. Even then, what is the problem? There's not a problem with the teachers, okay? And if we talk about the crowd, there are the huge crowds in the government schools. If there is a staff of 50, then students enrollment is 1,000 plus. How the just 50 or 30 or 40 teachers can control on that? Well try, we got you. Okay, now who's remaining who would like to talk? Okay, Mr. Samur, yes, take it and just create some ideas.
So, first of all, sir, thank you. You gave me opportunity to my point share in front of my friends.
Okay.
Sir, I want to talk about government school because, sir, firstly, education is the right of every student. So we know without education we
incomplete in our life. If we have education, a proper education and good schools, then we make a good person in our environment. Then we can save in our society. Because now there's some people are they have no education, they make pollution in our environment. So I talk about a government school. How can that is better? Because the government school give education free, because every student they doesn't take up fees from student, because education is right. But private school always say that we are better from a government school because they get a fees and they well is nothing in the life. Life is deserved manners, life is deserved disciplines, because the government students say we have a good buildings, we have a high quality teachers, we have a good staff, but they are nothing in a life. Life is deserved manner, discipline, and care to humanity, because practice students always just is they
Okay, I got to your point, whatever you're mentioning actually. If I talk about, you're talking about government schools about it,
Yes.
but if we talk about the private school, then why the private schools are giving the best results? They are working on the personality development, they are working on a student, they are working on their discipline. If we compare the private schools, students, and government schools, students, there's a lot of difference, okay? If when we communicate with the private schools student, they have such a great, and they have such great communication skills. Whenever, even they know how to respect the elders, how to respect the parents, how to obey to everyone. If we talk about the government school student, I think so that the private government schools students, they don't have such kind of discipline. In my opinion, you can you can look around the world level. To your point, actually, what I was talking that there's no fault of the teachers. Teachers are the teachers. Teachers are everything, and even if without teachers we are nothing, right?
Yes.
There's no doubt. I'm talking about the discipline I think about there's a much discipline in the private schools. Well, that was a fantastic. So, dear viewers, respected viewers, thank you very much for listening. So that was the communication skill that whatever we discussing each other, so we will think that we can speak much better. And just so therefore we have just selected these two topics, the private school and government school. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for listening. I hope so you enjoyed a lot. Hope so you have listened. You have improved a lot of things that you